From Fox 55 Sports, this is The Locker Room.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome inside the locker room. My name is Justin Prince. They call that man to my left Peter Hood. Thanks for joining us.
Allegedly. They call me other things, too. We can't repeat those on here.
All right. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll try to make it worth your while. We've got Comets highlights on the way. You'll hear from Fort Wayne FC as we're now less than a month away from the club's inaugural season, finally.
Yeah.
Plus, we'll get you ready for next week's NFL draft. But, Pete, we begin on the diamond with some high school baseball.
Yeah, and we begin with one of the hottest teams in the Summit City. The Bishop Dwenger Saints came into the night winners of 4 in a row. The Saints currently sit atop the SAC with a 6-0 record in conference play. Everyone else has got at least one loss, so Dwenger controls its own destiny as far as a league title goes moving forward. Tonight, the Saints stepping out of the SAC for a non-conference tilt against the DeKalb Barons at Shove Park. Bottom one, no score. Saints trying to change that, though. Brayton Thomas bloops a single over the head of the shortstop, puts runners on first and third with 1 out. Couple batters later, Bo Jackway at the dish. Ball gets by the catcher, goes all the way to the backstop. Bodie Dickerson scores standing up. Dwenger takes a 1-0 lead. DeKalb trying to answer in the top of the second. 1 out, couple runners on for Blake Lude, but Cameron Quinlan gets him to go down swinging. 2 outs in the inning now. Next batter, Caden Greer slaps the liner to the opposite field, but right at Dickerson for out number 3. BD maintains its lead for the time being. However, it's the Barons who storm back to win this thing 11-2. Your final. Good win for Coach Rhodes and the boys.
No doubt. Let's head downtown to Parkview Field. Bishop Luers taking on Canterbury, and Ben Wiedock was dealing for the Knights tonight, second inning. He rings up Josh Kummer looking. Next batter, Isaac Bailey. You can take a seat as well, young fella. Wiedock goes 4, punches out 7, just allows 1 hit, and his offense gave him plenty of help. Bottom 2, Braden McInturf. Kid's just good at everything, I think, Pete.
Yeah.
Rips a rocket past the third baseman. Isaac Zay trots in from second to break the scoreless tie.
Think he's good at chess?
I mean, maybe.
Duck, duck, goose?
I mean, why not? And then the floodgates would open from there. Third
Said
inning,
everything.
It's 4-0, bases loaded. Johnny Bloom goes shopping at the gap. 3 runs come home on the RBI triple. Luers takes a 7-0 lead. That looked like a scene out of Major League right there.
1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom.
Next batter, McInturf follows with an RBI triple of his own. Luers, they go on to roll in this one. 13-0. Your final in 5 downtown.
The nightcap in Parkview Field features the Warsaw Tigers taking on the Plymouth Pilgrims. This game a little closer than the first one. Plymouth gets on the scoreboard first, already up 1-0, top of the first when Cam Shively scores Matthew Dobuk on the sacrifice ground out. Pilgrims go up 2-0. Had a chance to get more, but Joey Springer able to buckle down, gets Skylar Aker looking, and Michael Shealy, well, you get the same treatment. That strands a couple runners, keeps the Tigers within striking distance, and in the bottom of the second, Warsaw trying to get something going offensively. Good start here, Drew McCleary bounces one through the left side for a single. Later in the inning, bases loaded, 2 outs for Lucas Mailer, but he grounds out weakly to the pitcher. Keeps it a 2-0 game for the time being, but the Tigers come back to win in walk-off fashion, 7-6, your final.
All right, let's head across town to Stavretti Field. Northrop taking on Blackhawk Christian tonight. Second inning, Bruins up 3 and adding on to it. Nick Pandoff shoots a shot to the gap. Greg Allen comes on in to score on the RBI double. You can make it 4-0 Northrop, but they weren't done there. Next batter, Pernell Whitsett hits a chopper up the middle. It finds green grass. Pandoff comes in to score. You can make it 5-0 Northrop. They'd add 1 more in the third, take a 6-0 lead. Braves would get the sticks going, though, in the fourth. Already with a 3-spot on the board, Corbin Muldoon says, let's make it some more, boys. Lines a ball down the line and left. Clay Pickett scores. You can make it a 6-4 ball game. Next batter, you're going to see Seth Leininger line one over Pandoff's head and left. That brings Muldoon in to score, caps a 5-run frame for Blackhawk, cuts the lead down to 1, but the bats would go quiet from there, and that's as close as they would get the rest of the night. Northrop, they'd add some insurance late. They go on to win this one, 8-5 your final.
All right, we make our way up to Railroader country now. Garrett baseball winners of 5 straight coming into tonight's game against Fairfield, and had ourselves a pitcher's duel early on in this one. Top of the second, Greg Smith leaves a runner stranded at second for Fairfield with that punch out of Braylon Chupp. Later, Smith getting some help from his defense. Taylor DeLong, you're going to see him come in, makes the sliding catch in left. That keeps the game scoreless. Stayed that way until the bottom of the 4th inning. This probably should have been a double play ball. Instead, the error puts 2 on base for Smith, and the senior says, sure, I'll go ahead and help myself. Don't mind if I do. 3-run bomb to left gives the Railroaders a 3-0 lead. Garrett goes on to win in extras. 5-4 your final. The Railroaders remain at the top of the NECC standings.